Going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres.
And now, please welcome your
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
샌디에이고 Padres.
Just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, Yu Darvish. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Mookie Betts, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. The pitch.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. Diaz on to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. And here comes Tommy Edman. That one almost got him.
That's ball 2.
1 out, bases
2-0.
empty. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Come on, Padres.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Now one missed. Two outs. And he walked him.
Batting fourth, the left fielder.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And that drops in for a strike. Hernandez getting to start in left, batting in the cleanup spot, and he's a former home run derby champ. Freeman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. So the Dodgers leave 1, and now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in San Diego, on the hill here today, Shohei Ohtani. Chris, how about a scouting report?
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
We go to the bottom of the first. Luis Ariz stands in. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Swings and misses. That's strike two.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
That missed by a lot. Going to count 1 and 2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third, and he held up.
All right, Luis, you're the man.
And it remains 2 and 2. Way inside, gets out of the way. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr.
Let's go, El Nino.
That one a little bit high. 1 and 0. One down, base is empty, and misses inside. That one missing inside.
Let's go, Fernando.
And there's ball 4.
Take your bait. That away.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Tatis dives back in. Just missed.
All right, Jackson. 2 balls, no strike.
And a foul ball makes the count 2 and 1. There's the strike. Man at first, 1 away. Spoils that one, and it remains 2 and 2. Got him. That's out number 2.
Batting fourth.
Manny Machado up to the plate.
Machado.
Move to first. Tatis dives back in.
Let's go, Padres.
That's a strike. 0 and 1. And the sweeper is in for a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And down on strikes he goes. That K is his third of the game. One left for San Diego. We played an inning, no score. Back here at Petco Park. Second inning set to go. The batter now will be Will Smith.
All right, San Diego.
Darvish back to work.
Swing.
There's a strike.
Go back to LA.
There's a high chopper.
Come on.
Machado throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 13, Max.
Here comes Max Muncy. Big time power.
Let's go, Friars.
Inside, just missed. Darvish, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. And that one sliced foul.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Next offering way off the plate.
You can do it. Make some noise.
Swings and misses. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, Boog, that's an example of a good at-bat without getting into the hit column. He saw a lot of pitches right there, and that can set your team up for success later in the game.
And here is Andy Pajes. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Ball one, no strikes.
And that one is inside. Second inning here, no score. And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And that finds the mark on the outside corner. And now 3-1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get-me-over breaking ball to bring the count full.
Handled by Machado. Whips it across. Darvish gets him 1-2-3. Dodgers go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. First pitch just misses. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball.
Let's go, San Diego.
That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2.
You got this.
Stays alive. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
And here is Xander Bogaerts. First offering, and it just misses. One down, base is empty, and that is out of play.
Let's go, Pat. Come on, Padres.
Next offering misses down and away. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, the last place you want to miss with the splitter is near the top of the zone like that, because it pretty much doesn't do anything, stays flat. But, hey, it worked that time. He got away with it. But sometimes the complete opposite of what you're expecting or what you're looking for can be effective, even if it's not a quality pitch like that one right there.
So digging in, Connor Joe. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
Go Padres!
Fly ball center field. Edman in position. Makes the catch. And the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Michael Conforto will climb in.
Michael Conforto.
Well, here's an interesting stat on Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with more wins is Hideo Nomo, my former teammate.
Hard hit left side.
Move it, move it, move it.
One up, one down.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 6.
And up next for Los Angeles, Hae-Sung Kim. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Go home, Dodgers.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
The batter, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 1 so far. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Top of the 3rd, no score.
Here you go, Pat.
Darvish kicks, delivers. Pitch misses, and the count is 3-1. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Edman in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Into center field. That'll fall for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. And that one fouled off. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next pitch misses way outside. Darvish delivers. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Up the middle. Oh, great stop. The throw. Nicely done for the out.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle. Diving stop completes the play, and that ends the inning.
Set for the bottom of the 3rd. So digging in now for San Diego, Tirso Ornelas.
Ornelas.
Let's go, Pod!
Pitch is in there. Strike 1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Come on, Pods.
That's a little bit low.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Come on, Friars!
And he chases that one below the zone.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Hernandez makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Batting 9, the catcher.
And now it's Elias Diaz.
Diaz.
Let's go, Pod. Come on, Pod. Do it, Pod. Woo.
That's in there. 0-1.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Got him swinging. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So the lineup flips over, and now it's going to be Luis Arias. First pitch, and he just misses.
Come on, Pod!
2 down, nobody on. That one catches the corner for a strike.
All right, Padres, let's go!
Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Padres down in order, and we are still scoreless. Back here in San Diego, start of the 4th, and now Teoscar Hernandez.
Come on, San Diego.
Right through there for a strike. Ground ball right side. Cronenworth
Hustle up.
tosses to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Will Smith to the plate. Smith, an all-star a season ago, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016.
Foul ball.
4th inning underway, no score. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And that's too high.
Punch him out.
Chases that one out of the zone. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Muncy stands in now, looks at that one inside. Two outs. And that's downstairs. And it's 2-0.
All right, Padres.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
A little bit high. 3-1 now. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And that's low for ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes. First time up, he grounded to third.
Let's go, Friars.
On the ground. To second, there's Cronenworth. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 left for LA, and we're still knotted at 0. Bottom of the 4th, and now the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Fernando Tatis Jr.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And down on strikes. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Merrill.
Jackson Merrill will hit next. Struck out swinging his first time. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny.
Here's Machado. Struck out looking at his first at bat. And that
Nope, that's the ball.
misses. And that is ball one. That's a ball.
that's
Tried the sweeper.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
The Padres hitless so far in the game. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper.
Man, this guy's got a
balls,
great
one
feel for his breaking ball today.
Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Edman going back on it. Way back there and gone. And they jump ahead in the fourth. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
2 outs, nobody on. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Climb the ladder with that fastball. Strike one. Yeah, that's a little bit high. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9. But the Padres draw first blood here on the solo shot. It's now 1-0. Back here at Petco Park, the batter will be Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
Let's go, Padres. Let's go.
Darvish back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that's outside.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
And a ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Backed off the plate that time.
Sit him down.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Pretty interesting pitch sequence in that at bat. Instead of attacking with the fastball early in the count to get ahead, it was all off speed until the very last pitch to put him away. And pretty impressive to have the fastball command right when you need it. He just kind of kept it in his pocket until he wanted to blow him away.
Hesung Kim digs in now. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. That catches the top part of the zone. Strike one. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going.
Let's go, Padres.
Outside low, 1-1.
Swing.
And strike 2.
They'll try to bunt for a hit right there, and you can tell he's trying to get something, anything going offensively.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Mookie to hit. And that drops in for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. In the air, fairly deep to right field. And that'll do it. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Padres 1 and the Dodgers nothing. And we're back. John Shambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5. Xander Bogaerts.
Let's go, Padres!
Late swing fouled off.
Let's go, Pods!
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Next offering misses, and the count 1-2. And the sweeper is off the plate.
2-2 to count.
Here's Bogaerts driving one in the air, deep left field. That one carrying, tattooed to Tatertown and gone. He sends a rocket to left. It's 2-0.
He just sparked this home crowd in a big way. What a swing. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Stepping in for San Diego, Connor Joe. Up and in, and it's 1-0.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Inside just missed. Ohtani maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Fought off foul. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
And now it's Tirso Ornelas. Fly to left his first time. And that's outside. The 1-0. Just missed. That one finds the zone. 3-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Now batting, the catcher.
Man at first with one gone. Here's Elias Diaz. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Yeah, that's a little bit high. And that's ball one. Activity in the bullpen. Michael Grove looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Vicia, a left-hander, also throwing. Ornelas stands at first with one out. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, left side. Hernandez in position, nabs it, and there's 2 down.
The first baseman, number 4, Luis Arias.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. And now Luis Arias, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one ripped right center field. And no one can get there. Coming home. He will score.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Ohtani will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Michael
number
Grove.
29.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So runner at second, 2 down. Next to hit, Fernando Tatis Jr. Ripped on the ground to second. Throw on to Freeman, and they take care of Tatis for the out. And that's terrific work out of the bullpen. 1 pitch to end the frame. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. We're through 5. It's the Padres 3 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Tommy Edman.
Edman.
Let's go, Padres.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
And here's Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 1. On the ground to third, might be 2. The throw to second. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Teoscar Hernandez getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Joe sizes this one up, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Padres 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here in San Diego, here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. And that's in for a strike. Movement in the bullpen, Michael Kopech looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. And right back to the mound. Slings to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Here comes Manny Machado. He's already homered in this game.
Get another one.
And the first offering is not close. And downstairs.
2-0.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. They got it for out number 2.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
And now here is Jake Cronenworth. Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball. The 0-2. In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair. The throw into second, and he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. Swing and a ground ball. Finds its way through, base hit. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Waste no time there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Now the left fielder, Connor Joe. Gets him to chase after that one.
0-1's the count.
Check on the runner. Bogaerts dives back. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Outside low. Ball 1. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Petco Park, we go to the top of the 7th. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. The Dodgers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Check swing. He went. It's 0-1.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
That's way outside. And it's a ball and a strike. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Sean Reynolds up and throwing. Matsui, the lefty, warming up as well. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Muncy now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. That one misses, and it's 1-1. Foul ball there. The Padres leading by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's down and away. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Strikeout number 8. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
And the slider just misses. Just missed. Two outs. Just off the outside edge. Ball 3. And there's a strike.
Come on, Padres.
Draws the walk there.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
And here is Michael Conforto.
Come on, Padres, let's go.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So the Dodgers leave one. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And we're back. And now the DH, Tirso Ornelas.
Tirso Ornelas.
And first offering is fouled off. Grove goes 6 feet 3 inches, 200 pounds. He's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in West Virginia. And that misses. And the count even 1-1. And that's downstairs and outside. That one fouled off. 2-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
Number 17.
Man at first, nobody out. Elias Diaz, the next up for the Padres.
Hey now, let's go.
And he hits a ground ball right side and foul ball. And that is downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. Ornelas on at first, nobody out. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Save.
Go Padres!
And foul ball.
Come on, Friars.
1-2 now. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
So up next, Luis Arias.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Come on, San Diego!
First
Oh,
pitch
that's fine.
misses.
Let's go, Padres.
And another ball.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Late on that fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Runner at second here, one gone.
Let's go.
Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. First pitch just misses.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Next one misses, and the count now 2-0.
No strike.
Man on second, 2 down. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. Jackson Merrill on deck for the Padres.
All right, Padres.
He swings and fouls one off.
Let's go, Pods!
Man at second. And a base hit up the middle. Coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 5-0.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
So 2 down. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 3 in this one. Pickoff throw. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Come on, Friars.
Swing and a foul out of play. Tatis runs. Pitch outside. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And the lead is now 5-0.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Sean Reynolds.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And first offering is fouled off. That one pushed to the left and foul. And 1-2.
That's inside.
Come on, Pod.
Struck him out looking.
now batting the short.
And now it's Mookie Betts.
Betts.
Let's go, Pod. Come on, Pod. Do it, Pod. Woo!
Hard hit, knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. He keeps his composure and they get the out.
He had more time than he thought right there. Probably didn't have to barehand it, but he made it look nice, that's for sure.
2 outs, base is empty. Tommy Edman at the plate.
Come on, Pod.
Swing and a miss at a slider. Action in the pen down there. Adrian Morahome, the left-hander, up and throwing.
Come on, San Diego.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. And they cut into the lead. It's 5-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Base is empty with 2 away. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top of the 8th. In the air, out towards right center. Merrill makes a nice running catch. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now a 5-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Alex Vesia.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. So digging in now for San Diego, Jackson Merrill.
Let's go, Pod.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Vesia, known as a guy with pretty lights out type stuff, racks up the strikeouts, but the command at times can elude him. And the 1-0. And fires in a fastball at 95.
Yeah, and a manager in a situation like this type of pitcher has to stay alert and ready. He's got to make sure he's watching from pitch to pitch, hitter to hitter, to quickly get another reliever up in the bullpen if he needs to bring someone in.
2 strikes.
Come on, Padres.
2-2 the count.
And that lack of command, that's usually one of the things that leads guys to be converted from starter to reliever.
Yeah, and it's such a short stint when you compare the two roles, starting and relieving. You hope that guy can find strike one right away when he comes in.
All right, Padres.
Got him. And one gone.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And now it's Manny Machado. He's already homered here in this one.
Let's go, Pod.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Michael Kopech getting loose out there. Not even close there. And that is ball one. That clips the corner. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And Machado able to spoil that pitch.
Do it again.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Let's go. Woo!
Cronenworth, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one's in there, and it's 1-1. That's a little bit low.
San Diego's in the house.
And a foul ball.
Let's go, Pod.
This one in the air, center field.
Come on, kid.
Edman pulls it down, and that is that. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Come on, Friars.
Reynolds back to work. Lifted in the air down the left side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
He's 2 outs away. And up to the plate is Will Smith. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
That's deep.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. The Dodgers down by 4 here at the top of the ninth.
Let's go, Todd.
In the air, right side. Tatis after it. Hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Now back, the first baseman, Mlb생중계.
So they're down to their final out. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. A walk and a pair of strikeouts.
Let's go, Padres.
That's a strike. 0-1.
Go Padres!
Ball 1 there.
Go Friars!
That clips the corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This could end it.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 down, nobody on. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Hello from Petco Park in beautiful downtown San Diego. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming at you right after the break. First pitch moments away and towing the slab. Yu Darvish. What do you have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Let's go, you.
Mookie Betts, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
1-0.
Come on, Friars. Show us your stuff.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. The shortstop takes the ball.
Come on, Padres.
Fouled off. He was late.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Lifted in the air, right field. Tatis. And there's one away. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Tommy Edman, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Yeah, there's the strike. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Come on, you.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Come on, you.
And that one is downstairs. And 1-1.
Come on, San Diego. Here we go, Diego.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Chases in the dirt, slider there. Diaz on to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Dodgers scoreless. Padres coming up to hit. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in San Diego, and today's starting pitcher, Shohei Ohtani.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Bottom of the first. Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Arias. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Ohtani measures 6 feet 4 inches, 210 pounds, Let's remember a major part of his resume are those 3 MVP awards. Righty delivers. That one catches the zone, and it's 1-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Upstairs.
Ball, upstairs.
Just
that's
missed. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
3 infield.
Let's go, Louise!
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
Let's go, Nando.
First
Nope,
pitch
that's the ball.
misses. Arise aboard here at first with nobody out.
Come on, Fernando.
Next
That's
pitch
a
is
ball.
downstairs.
2-0.
Next offering is fouled back.
Stay out of the double play. Let's go, Padres.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting third, the center fielder,
Jackson Merrill, the next to hit.
Merrill.
And there's the strike.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Oh and 2 now. And that one is inside ball 1. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Manny Machado stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Let's go, Manny.
2 outs. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Padres leave 1, scoreless after 1. Top of the second, here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
And that drops in for a strike. Next offering upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
That one
Oh,
outside.
that's out.
2-1. There's a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Line drive. Fair ball.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Will.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
Turn two.
Darvish kicks, delivers. And there's a foul ball.
Punch him out.
That one ripped. And it stays fair. Headed for the plate. The throw's offline. He's saved. And it's 1-0.
Well done, drives in the run. It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair, so that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it.
Here's Max Muncy.
All right, San Diego.
Just
Off the plate, ball
missed.
one.
Let's go, Padres.
Ground ball left side.
Come on, come on.
Zips it to first. One out in the second.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 44,
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Let's go, Friars.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Come on, Friars. Swing.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
One out and a runner at second.
Come on, Padres. You can do it, Friars.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Punch him out.
Punch him out.
That just misses, and the count is 2-2.
Sit him down.
In the dirt, but kept close. To third, tag, got him. Two down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. Dodgers with a run-scoring double. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, and now Jake Cronenworth.
Cronenworth.
Come
That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Clips the corner, and that is strike 2.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Let's go, San Diego.
Now one missed.
Come on, let's show 'em.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting sixth, the shortstop.
That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
It's Xander Bogaerts now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Cronenworth gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Keep standing alive.
Out towards left center. Edman sizing this one up. Makes the grab. And there's one down.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, Connor Joe.
Next for the Padres, Connor Joe.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper. Man at first, one away. Strike 1.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit. I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Tirso Ornelas.
Next is the designated hitter, Tirso Ornelas. Right side, Pajes on the move. He's got it, and that is the inning. One left for San Diego, still behind by a count of 1-0. On to the third inning, and now Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
Darvish back to work. On the outside corner, that's strike 1. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Finish him. That's
And now 1-2. That's down and in.
2-2 to count.
Next offering misses down and away.
Sid
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And next for L.A., Haesung Kim. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, and he's out.
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run called from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
Come on, Padres! Swing better.
Splits the plate, and it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider, tried to sit in between, just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Flied to right his first time. Misses outside, and it's 1-0. 2 outs, base is empty. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Sends it to first. That's the third out. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they're on top 1-0. Back here at Petco Park, and here's the catcher, Elias Diaz. First offering misses badly for ball one.
Go Padres!
And another ball.
Ball 2.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Beat LA! Beat LA!
And there's a ball.
Come on, San Diego!
Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And that one in the air center field. Edman in position. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
The first baseman, number 4, Luis.
Luis Ariz stands in. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. A little bit low.
Ball 1, no
1 out, base is empty.
Let's go, Padres!
And that one fouled off. That's a ball, went with the sweeper. Next pitch in for a strike, 2-2. Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So man aboard, 1 down, and it's Tatis at the plate.
Junior.
First
Ball,
pitch
that's the
misses.
tag.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Oh, hey.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Two on, one out. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. On the ground to first. Down the line, and it's foul. The next pitch misses, and that's ball one.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And fouled off. Two on, one out. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Come on, Buns.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that's downstairs and outside. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And out of here. He'll take a trot around the bases. And that's how they take the lead. It's 3-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
One down. Here's Manny Machado. Went down on strikes his first time through. That misses the zone. 1-0.
1-0.
Still only one out here in the inning. Next offering upstairs.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
One down, base is empty. That one misses, and it's 3-0. Ohtani, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
And that's too high, and it's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think
The
about.
batter, number 9.
So a man at first. So digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Such a quick and fast swing of emotions right there. You get the runner on with the walk, which is great, but then picks a bad pitch to go on, and you just erase the free pass that you were issued. I understand you want to be aggressive, you want to try to get into scoring position, but you just have to be a little smarter there.
Two outs. That's out to center field. Edman in position. And that will end the inning. So a 3-run shot for the Padres here. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tommy Edman.
25, Tommy Edman.
Come on, Pod. Nope.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Fastball in for a strike, and the count is 1-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And he chases that one. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Freeman goes 6 feet 5 inches, over 1,000 runs batted in his career. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Freeman hits it in the air. Tatis really on his horse for it. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, left fielder Teoscar.
2 down, bases empty. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Singled and scored his first time.
Come on, San Diego.
And that's outside. And that is ball 1. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Got him swinging. Dodgers down in order, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Bottom 4. Now here is Xander Bogaerts.
The shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Padres showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game. And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
He was all over that one. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Yeah, the batter now, Connor Joe. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Bogaerts gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Let's keep it going.
That one's in there. That's strike 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Alex Vesia, the lefty with big swing and miss stuff, is getting ready. Grove, a right-hander, loosening up as well.
All right, Padres, let's go. 2 balls, 1
In the
strike.
dirt.
Come on, go, go, go.
There's a strike. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. And puts the squeeze on that one. One down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Tirso Ornelas.
Tirso Ornelas now at the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Let's keep it going.
And that one pulled foul. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Rips one to right. Pajes hauls it in, 2 away. Stepping in for San Diego, Elias Diaz.
Elias Diaz.
Let's go, Pod. Come on, Pod. Do it, Pod.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Come on, Padres.
Just missed.
Way to be patient out there.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. And they'll do it again. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And that
Outside,
just
that's the ball.
misses. Next pitch, not close, up high.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. We go to the top of the fifth, and now the catcher comes up to him. Will Smith.
Smith.
All right, Padres.
Just missed.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Ripped to short.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Bogarts with the throw to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Now batting, third baseman, Max.
Muncy digs in. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat.
Let's go, Pod.
So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. The Padres up by 2, and we're in the top of the fifth. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
1-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That's out.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Let's go. Woo!
Upstairs outside, that's ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow. Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Let's go, Pod.
Pajes
1-0.
in the box with one away as he takes ball one.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Come on, Friars.
Darvish delivers. Slider clips the zone.
샌디에이고's in the house.
Come on, punch him out.
That one
Ball back
just misses.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
He goes down looking.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Michael Conforto will climb in. He reached on a walk his first time.
ST.
There's a strike.
Let's go, Pods.
Sweet.
Now
Inside,
1-1.
ball one.
Let's go, Padres.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. One left for LA. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Now pitching for
Back
the
now to
Dodgers,
start the bottom of the fifth and taking over on the mound, Alex Vesia.
Alex.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So the lineup flips over, and here's the first baseman, Luis Arias.
Arias.
And he chases a high fastball there.
Ellie just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Softly hit to third.
Let's go, get on your horse.
Fires over to first. One up, one down.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Right fielder, Fernando Tatis.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr.
Let's go, Padres.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And ball one.
I got a ball, one strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Go, Padres.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And El Nino is stifled for the K.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball and on the outer black.
The center
Man,
fielder.
sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
2 outs, base is empty. Jackson Merrill digs in now. He's already homered in this game.
Get another one.
Foul ball. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Not
One
close
ball,
with that
2
one.
strikes.
And the count 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5.
Come on, Padres.
And that skips in the dirt.
Strike.
Come on, Friars. Show us your stuff.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Pajes makes the grab. And that is that. Top of the 6th inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Hesung
Leads
Kim.
off for Los Angeles, the second baseman, number 6.
Come on, San Diego. Here we go, Diego.
Darvish back to work. Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
Let's go, Padres.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jason Adam preparing to come on if needed. Estrada also getting ready.
Strike him out.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Popped in the air. Left field. And it falls. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's Mookie Betts now. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. And it's out of here into the 4th floor of the Western Meadow Building. A 2-run blast. And we're starting over. It's 3-3. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time.
Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. That does it for you, Darvish, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Sean Reynolds takes over on the mound.
number 25. Sean Reynolds.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. In the air, left field, down the line, and it's caught for the out.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's Freddie Freeman now, 0 for 2 in this one.
Let's go, Padres.
Just missed. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That misses the zone, and now 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
All right, San Diego.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
Foul ball there.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
One down, base is empty. Line to left. Joe snags it for the second out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Teoscar.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 2. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a chopper out to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. And Hernandez is out. And that is the inning. Mookie Betts brings the noise on this home run. We're tied now with 3 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Michael Grove.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 29, Michael Grove.
Here's Manny Machado to start it off. He is struck out, and he is walked.
Machado.
The wind of the pitch. There's a strike.
You know, these Padres really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Breaking ball inside. And the count is 1-1.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
That misses, and a count 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Jake.
So digging in, Jake Cronenworth. That clips the corner.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Good eye in that spot. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Out of here. That's worth the price of admission. It's 4-3.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Here's Bogarts now. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
One ball, two strikes.
And that's down and away.
Two balls, two strikes.
On the ground right side.
Get there.
Freeman over to first in time. Bogart's retired.
The left fielder, number 24, Connor Joe.
Now the left fielder, Connor Joe. Ball one low. And another ball.
Two balls, no strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play.
That's ball three.
Good eye.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it. One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. The Padres get one in the inning with a solo blast. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back.
Padres,
We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jason Adam.
Jason
He has a great
Adam.
slider with tons of movement. Will Smith
leading off
steps to the
top,
plate for the
catcher,
Dodgers.
Will Smith.
Let's go, Pat.
And that is out of play.
Come on, Padres, let's go.
Inside, just missed.
Hey, you got this.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And a count 1-2.
Punch him out.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Punch him out.
Yep, that ball went out.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
The next offering misses. And now it's 3-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Max Muncy in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, so they get the first out of the inning.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Muncy, the next to hit, takes outside.
Counts 1-0.
Holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now one missed.
Strike him out!
And he grounds one to the right side. And it goes just foul. The 2-2. And misses inside.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Sit him down.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes.
Go Padres.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Come on, San Diego.
Next offering is downstairs.
This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
Fouled off left side.
Sit him down!
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Sit him down!
And a swing and a miss. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Dodgers go down quietly. Still down a run. It's 4-3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Michael Kopech.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Michael Kopech.
Now the catcher up to hit, Elias Diaz.
The catcher, Elias Diaz.
That's in for a strike. Kopech, in his 6th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. Off the mark there. 1-1.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Nope, that's
A little bit low. And it's 2-1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and now 1 away.
Oh, we see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Arise at the plate and takes high there. This to third.
Let's go.
2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Padres, the right fielder, Fernando Tatis.
2 down, base is empty. In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. 1 for 3. Swings through that one.
0-1.
And now the count is even. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering misses down and away. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th.
The count's full.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Popped up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Nothing doing there for the Friars, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. So the Padres with a new arm in the mound, Jeremiah Estrada.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, 1-run game, and now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Michael Conforto. Just missed. Bullpen action for the Padres. Robert Suarez, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.